Hello and welcome back to SML, the point after. I'm Primetime Triple Zero, joined by four guests in a free-for-all battle royale. There's power-ups, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Guys, how's it going?
Going well.
I'm
Good to be
good.
here. Haven't been
Ready
on
to take another
this cycle,
loss.
I don't think.
Yeah,
Got
so
two 3-hour naps last night.
it's good. We're happy for you, Fig. Hey, if you guys don't know what the point after is, it's really inspired kind of Call of Duty Warzone-esque type of stuff here going on. So on your screen, you're going to see the power-ups popping up, guys. You can check your chat to see what they are. This first round, we're going to go for the drop, and whoever wins this round gets the first power-up. And here's the question. What is the biggest storyline in the final SML season, and what do you think is going to happen with it? And QP, we'll start with you.
So I was thinking about this one, and I could have gone, to one of the guys that have been champions that are still chasing that one this year, but I wanted to stay away from that. For me personally, it's will somebody that hasn't won a championship actually get there finally? It's usually Prime on the AFC side, and then you can substitute Dan or Matt, and then the other side it's Faz and myself. But can somebody else step up into the NFC or AFC championship game? And can they kind of, for the first time, or for if they've been there before, can they actually get to the next level, which is the Super Bowl game? That for me would be it, personally.
All right, that's good. Mike, what do you think?
Thoughts?
I've kind of got similar thoughts on this one. I had two different ways I was going to go, and I think I'm going to go with the nice way, just to keep things cheerful for now. But yeah, it's kind of similar to what QP said. I'm curious to see if any of these guys that have kind of had disappointing cycles after having previous success can kind of put it all together for one last run here for the Magic season. Names that come to mind there quickly are RD, Dump, and Bomber. Both have kind of regressed to some level and haven't really been as consistent as you would expect them to be from a historical basis. And it'll be interesting to see if they can kind of make this last one a one to remember and defeat Prime, so to speak, in the gauntlet as things currently stand. That being said, I don't see it happening. I think they're going to fall short once again because that's what they've done so far.
Straw, what do you think?
So for me, what I've been hearing a lot is talking about what divisions are the best. And so when I was looking, what I was excited about are there two divisions that look like they're straight bloodbaths. We don't really know who's going to win the division, and I think those are always interesting storylines, and that's the AFC East and the NFC North. AFC East with RD, myself, Dan, and Matt, and the NFC North with Faz, Biz, Paulie, and Gouda. And, starting off with the NFC North, Gouda did beat Faz and made him look human in that game, and it's you never know. Everything is close right there. I know Faz is taking some forced losses there, but it's still up for grabs right now. And then the AFC East, it's already flopped around a lot with RD kind of there at the top, but it's been flopping with everybody else who's second, third, and fourth. And I think that's going to make it really interesting when we come down to the stretch. Entertaining games. Chat's going to get wild, trying to figure out how Madden is going to decide who wins and who goes to the playoffs. I think it's going to be really fun. And I think this is going to bring up a lot when we look at people picking teams and divisions when we get to the next Madden, where we're like, bragging rights for divisions, who stays out of whose division. I think these kind of things just make for a lot of talk and a lot of chatter. So I'm excited to see what happens. I think RD is going to end up taking AFC East, and I think Faz is going to stick with the NFC North, but I think it's going to be close.
It's good. Fig, what are you thinking there?
I got to go with the same approach that Matt would. The storyline here is Prime. Is he going to get three in a row? Is he going to go up to another somebody? Also, he's got undefeated on the line. My prediction is he's not going to quite get them defeated. I think either D Muse or Straw Blacks is going to end his undefeated streak, but I think he's going to get redemption in the Super Bowl. I predict him to beat D Muse in the Super Bowl. Go three in a row, go out on top, and he's going to mic drop and retire. Not that part. A little too far stretch on that last part.
You never know. So here's the voting. Good job, guys. Mike with 10, Q with 8, Fig with 12, and Straw with 12. So two winners in the first round. Two guys get to pick power up. Straw, since you went first, I'll let you pick your first power up. Which one are you picking?
I'm going to go with the self-revive.
Okay. He thinks there's might be some that's respectable. Fig, what are you picking?
I'll do the precision airstrike.
All right, so he doesn't like somebody. All right, so good stuff there. Let's move on now to our second question. which is the circle's closing now. What was your hey rookie, welcome to the SML moment? Mike, we'll start with you.
I'm going to go kind of outside the box with this one and attribute it to not really something that I experienced as a rookie, but something I'm continually experiencing kind of every cycle, so to speak. And Prime, you've been, attributed to this a lot of the time. There gets a time where you get frustrated with some sort of stuff and you're not really liking how things are feeling. But at the end of the day, I always find that point where it's like, you know what? I'd rather be here than not. I'd rather go through this with you guys than not be a part of something at all. So while it didn't really occur as a rookie, so to speak, I think that I do have that moment every now and again moving forward.
Sounds good, Mike. Fig, what do you think?
I think in Prime, I was actually kept doing better and better. I think I was there like 3 seasons. My first season, I didn't make the playoffs. I make the playoffs the next season. Then by the third season, I'm like pretty much one play away from making the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I get up to the SML, and I think I lost like 9 straight. I'm like, all right, this competition's a little tougher. Never really caught that anywhere close to what I was able to get in Prima. So it's kind of like a wake up call once I got up here.
Yeah. Q, what are you thinking?
So I have a few for me. One personally, which nobody's going to remember, but I still remember because it's dumb as hell by me. But my first year, I actually beat you, Prime, in a game.
I remember that game.
A walk-off touchdown, and I was still a nobody. But then we had a first and goal episode that day as well, and the question was, who's the most clutch? And I picked myself because I had won in overtime versus you. And
did you get a pass interference in that game?
I might have,
Late.
yeah, but that was before overtime. I hit a walk-off touchdown in overtime with Melvin Gordon. That's all that matters. But the rookie moment was me picking myself for most clutch stupidly, like because I had won a week 4 game. But the SML rookie whatever thing question is everybody calling me new guy for about 2 months.
I remember that.
Everybody literally called me new guy. They wouldn't call me anything else, and I had the simplest name QP. Like it's not hard. But I was new guy for about 2 months, and finally, started with a different name. But for a different area as well, there's always usually one new guy to start a cycle or a season, whatever the case may be. And there's always a really bad trade with Prime. It's not even the new guy that comes in, but there's always somebody that makes a really bad trade with you, and somebody always gets to witness it for their first time as well. So I like that rookie for like speaking for everybody. If I could, I'm not really, but if I could speak for the whole league, that's one of the things I enjoy as well. Like, is who are you going to somehow get a star super, once in a lifetime running back or whatever the case may be.
That's good. I like that. All right. Gilbert, hit me up, buddy. Straw, what you thinking there?
Yeah, and for me, I'm still new, and I still have an interim title, and so I'm sure there's a lot of rookie things I would still experience. But if I had to pick one so far, my welcome to the SML rookie experience, I think was being talked about on the TA on the SML Total Access show. What I'll say about that is you can sometimes in leagues and in different leagues, you can really fly under the radar. But I think one thing about the SML that everyone is paying attention to everything, right? Even when you look at the ult cards and you look at everybody's breakdowns and how that's coming in, you're going to be evaluated, and your legacy starts as soon as you get in there.
Yeah.
And people are going to start looking at what you're doing in all aspects, from your gameplay to how you interact to all that stuff, and all that's going to weigh into that legacy. And so I was like, all right, I got to pick it up. I got to pick it up a little bit, and this is the big boy league. So I think right now that was my rookie moment. It was fun, and it makes it kind of exciting to say, all right, where do I go from here, and then what's going to be next? So that was my rookie moment so far.
No, that's good. And right now I'm looking at the scores actually, and we have a 4-way tie, 75 all. So we can either go to this next round with everybody still in, or Figgnewton could airstrike somebody out. Fig, what are you thinking?
Oh boy, we're gonna go with the airstrike.
Oh, who are you airstriking?
Let's see. We'll go with Mike.
Oh no! So Mike, you could still participate, but your scores won't count, and you'll be in the gulag. So pretty much everything still stays the same, except you don't get a score. Poor Mike.
It's luck loss. Boy, I'm used to that.
So moving on now, second circle closing. Oh, surprise! This is for this round is for another power up. So just so you guys know, we're gonna do an SML honors at the end of this cycle, where we award members for certain things. It's gonna be all positive stuff, hopefully. If you guys can name an award you would like to see given to certain members, like, hey, this guy gets the most, I don't know, Sim award or whatever. We're gonna start with Straw.
Yeah. If the award that I think I would give out would be like a Hard Knocks award. I think it'd be, I think you guys were talking about it before, and I think it's really interesting. And one reason why I love the league is, sometimes it's not always about winning. Everybody can't win. Like, everybody can't win a Simbardi. And I know some people get frustrated with what's going on. I know people think about retiring Madden and all of the kinks that it has that makes us hate the game. But what makes it really exciting and what's awesome about the SML and content is that, you can follow the journeys of any individual owner, right? And it's very similar when you look at real sports leagues and when you look at the NFL. Following the journey of a team and the ups and downs of that ride can really, really make it satisfying both for that user and that owner, and it can make it satisfying for the rest of the league to be able to enjoy. So if I was going to think of an honor to give out that I think would be really, really cool, I'd give out the Hard Knocks Award.
That's good. Mike, what do you give an award to?
I had a couple different thoughts here. I think the overall thing is some sort of a SML Man of the Year situation where you have some way to credit those guys that always good in chat, always reliable, always a good sport, because that is missed a lot of the time. And that's a good way to, credit those that really do a good job in terms of taking care of the small stuff that really makes the league run efficiently and effectively for everybody involved. You can pretty much call it the Matt and Woods Award because that's what it would be. But that's the sort of mind frame that I would expect from in terms of a SML award.
That's good. Q?
Yeah, actually, one of my I have a lot of awards if I could think of them, but I'll keep it simple. But one of the awards that I was going to do or think about was also what Mike just said as well, is like a chat, who is, or a list of them, not just one singular guy, but, top 5 or something like that. People to enjoy, interacting with a chat with, or some sort of chat conduct or some sort of type of award for that. But I would like to see, like a commentary of the year award, like singular guy, who's the best commentator in the SML, and then who's the best duo, like the commentary booth of the year, something like that. I would like to see best team builder of the year, like for the SML, we all vote best team builder of the year, who's the best drafter, free agent, trades, blah blah blah, mix it all into one, or you could separate it to make more awards. Things like that. Most stickiest on the who has the stickiest thumbs of everybody. Top 5. It doesn't have to be singular, or it could be, of course. But awards like that, that's what I'd like to see mixed in, as well as the participant awards. Like Mike said, the chat, the commentary, things like that you're taking part of in the SML, as well as in the virtual aspect as well.
That was really good. Fig, what are you thinking?
I go with the unsung hero award, kind of someone that kind of flies under the radar. Obviously Prime, Bomber, they get a lot of recognition. I feel like a couple of years ago, KJ, he would have earned that award. He got like eight or 9 people on PS5.
Yeah.
Also Mike, helping him Prime. I feel like that was he didn't really get as much recognition for that. So I feel like he would earn that award maybe a couple of years ago. This year I would give it to Double Rice No Bean. He's still been very active in chat. He's been helping out a lot with the the slut cards.
Yeah.
So for me, I would give it to him for the unsung hero award, kind of a little under the radar, but still deserves some credit.
That's good. That's good. Everybody did really good in this round. So here's the scoring. Straw Black, 456 points. Mike FML, 126,242. QP, 126,243. And Figgnewton, with 3. So QP wins that round. So we're going to move on now. Oh, QP, you can get a power-up. Which power-up you want?
I like everybody in here. I don't want to silence anybody. They all have, great things to say.
Yes.
I'm going to take the high road. So we'll do a self-rev. I'm a selfish guy. Let me keep myself alive in this.
That's good. So that's really good. So we're going to move on. I believe we're at the gulag here. So there's 2 teams. And the whoever wins this duos wins a round. So I'm going to team up QP and Mike FML, the NFC South rivals, up against Fig and Straw Black. So whichever team has the most points wins this point after. Here's the question: SML UT cards are being awarded to all SML players right now. Which SML player may get underrated, and what might they be underrated at? We're gonna start with Fig.
All right, I'm gonna throw a curveball here. No one's gonna agree, but Strawback, he's got to agree with me. Gilbert, I feel like he's gonna be way underrated on his team building. That Henry trade, that Henry trade.
Oh, sorry, Straw.
What the fuck? That Henry trade was really good. Oh, you feel like I feel like that Henry trade was a little overblown. I think Henry was clearly a difference maker when I had him. Now I got 1 win. Humphrey, I'm not noticing anything on the field with him.
Mm-hmm.
My first pick, I mean, he's got some ability. I don't even know what it does. Henry's breaking like every tackle. I feel like that's a little overblown. I mean, he's going to get probably a 10 for team building. I think he deserves at least 25.
Okay. Straw, you're going to have to carry the team, buddy. What do you got?
His team building is phenomenal. When we looked at I played him week 1 and we had a hard fought game, and I would say it would be due to how great of a team built that he built. And so I'm gonna have to agree with my buddy Fig on that one, and I think he's gonna be underrated with team building. So
if you had your own to give out, what would yours be?
If I had to give one out, I would give it out to Woods. And I know I'm still relatively new, learning everybody, but if I had to look, I'm giving it to Woods. He played me really, really tough. I watched his game against Prime, and his record's 2-7 right now. I think that maybe his overall score and maybe some of his gameplay would kind of take a shot for that. And I think that he's much better than what he showed this season. And so I would go with Woods.
Mike?
This is just a perfect line of events, especially considering the conversations earlier. I'm going to set this person up really well to carry this to the finish line. I think QP is going to be underrated on his clutch gene. I have played that man 10 times this cycle. I have 10 losses, and I've lost by 1 score probably 8 times. I don't know what he's doing, but I cannot defeat him. No matter what happens, it's a spot where something goes right for him and he ends up with the victory. So with that in mind, please, QP, advise us. Support my argument here.
I'm so upset that Prime didn't give me first, because I was actually going to pick you because of the same reasons that you just said. You played me close and all of that good stuff, and you play everybody close. But I didn't want to do that. He's one thing he's not wrong about is that I am clutch. When I see that ticker going up, unless I'm getting a kick return screw job, like Dom got me. Prime was on the phone call with me. He's right here. He can attest to this. I'm marching up the field. I'm doing beautiful football. I can't even see the score clock. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the score. I don't know the time. I don't know my snap count. I don't know the third down, second down. I'm just marching up the field. I got Prime's voice in my ear. He's telling me what it is. 22 seconds, 17 seconds. Okay, another dagger to Godwin. 14 seconds. Okay, another dagger to Cade Otten, tight end Cade Otten. And then we get to about 2 seconds left. Obviously, the rest is history. I don't got to speak on that, but that's just a testament to the clutch gene. And like Mike said, when the opportunity's on the line to make something happen, I don't always deliver, but I deliver more than most. And that's all I can say about that.
That man is 99.
That's good. That's good. That was very respectable between two rivals, really. So what I've come together with here, Mike and QP win. QP had 24 points in honor of Kobe Bryant. Mike had 21 points in honor of my 21 championships. Fig, negative 456. Straw, 456, so they hit 0 altogether. I have 2 quick things to say. One about that Dom thing. I watched QP. I'm on the phone with QP as he calls the squib kick, and I wanted to tell him, don't do the squib, but out of respect for the league, I didn't say it. And then being on the phone with him as that return happened was very awkward. But then secondly, Straw, you are not an interim owner. You're gonna be in the SML, so quit referring to yourself as an interim owner. I mean, you're a great guy. You're an asset to the league. We're gonna find a way to have you stay. So that's just not a question to me. So
I appreciate that.
Guys, we appreciate you watching the point after. Thank you guys for coming on. Obviously, just to dedicate 30 minutes of your time to our league means a lot. So, hey guys, season's finishing up. Finish strong. I'm going for 22. Let's go. Thanks for watching.